Welcome bitches, one and all, to my reaction to Season 1, Episode 14 of the originals, Long Way Back from Hell. So, last time we ended on a very concerning note as Monique turned on Sophie and killed her for not having faith, which, yikes. Now, we did also end on a very concerning note for the original family, as both Rebecca and Klaus have been injured and captured by Celeste's crew, so that only leaves Elijah to mount a rescue for them, and we know with the love he has for his family, he is going to get them back. So yes, with that said, very excited to get back into it and see where the story goes. So without further ado, let's go. She being tormented by Genevieve. What the hell is this place? What's going on? Some kind of disease broke out? Is it like a old hospital? Bloody hell. I was about to say, what has Rebecca done to deserve this, but I forgot she most likely killed Genevieve, or set Genevieve up to the point where she was gonna be killed. Did that say sanatorium? Sanatoriums are mental hospitals, aren't they? Has it been spelled so she can't leave? Oh! Fucking hell, Genevieve!
Rebecca, tell me you're not leaving already.
Oh, I love her energy already, though. I'm not gonna lie. I love when villains are so pissed off that they're like smiling and happy while doing atrocities. Oh, yikes. Because I was a bit confused last time. I thought that the dagger she invented, well, Papatunde created, was something designed to kill an original, but it seems as though it's just designed to torment them. Or maybe it does both. Maybe it's going to torment Klaus and then slowly make its way to his heart and kill him. Goodbye, Sophie. Jesus, Elijah.
My siblings have been taken. Where are they?
You're interrupting my Aunt Sophie's consecration.
Elijah's like, oh, wait, what?
I have a message for you. From Celeste.
Teresa. Are these all the people he's killed?
Follow the path she left behind.
Follow the path she left behind. Are those perhaps the names of people who she's been? Perhaps those were the people that she was in those times? Like in the times of each of these witches, perhaps that is her connection to them. That is the name of who she was when she was Genevieve's friend. That's the name of who she was when she was with Papatunde. But Papatunde and Genevieve overlapped. So maybe not, I don't know, but I assume that what that is the names of people she's been.
You should rest. You're looking a little peaked.
Oh my god.
Given the rather impressive amount of werewolf venom in your system.
Oh, of course. I didn't think about that fact. Like, obviously the werewolves teared her apart, but I didn't even think about the fact that of course she would have got the venom in her as well. So it was her hallucinating earlier. It wasn't Genevieve playing mind tricks. It was the werewolf venom playing on Rebecca's mind. So was that a memory then? Was that something that Rebecca was going through in the past?
And comforting the sick always was a talent of mine. I take care of my friends. We were friends, weren't we? We were friends.
Okay, so this is where Genevieve worked.
There.
And Rebecca, interesting. Why did she work here?
You, Red.
So this is how they met, okay.
Just like magic. And again, what do you expect from a practicing witch?
It's a simple herbal remedy.
I assume this is after that party that they had where Rebecca saw Genevieve, the one with Papatunde, because she locked eyes on her, came up with this plan about Michael, and then now I think she's trying to recruit her to get her on her side.
Though it is a bit odd, a vampire serving as nurse.
If my city is under attack from this nasty influenza, it is my duty to lend a hand. Besides, if this entire lot dies, who'd be left to eat?
Oh, Jesus, what a comment. But okay, so they know what each other are.
What say you join me at this swell little jazz joint I've discovered on Basin Street tonight? We can toast to the health of New Orleans.
Maybe they're not allowed to fraternize with the original vampires.
You should come too. After playing Angels of Mercy all day, I'd say we all deserve some...
Oh, I'm dumb. I didn't recognize her face. That's Celeste. That is Celeste in the past body. Because I remember when we saw her before, something about her face looked very recognizable to me. And it happened once again when I looked at her. Okay.
They're putting eyes and ears out everywhere. Daywalkers are working every contact we got. Cops, dock workers, guys in the Treme. Word is out.
Yeah, but the problem is the fact that they're an abandoned building and they're staying there means you ain't gonna find them.
Haley?
Elijah, you're back.
Haley!
Find anything?
I need you to make a list of these names.
Okay.
Let me just like run my finger along each one.
I believe they represent the names of women Celeste inhabited for the past 2 centuries.
I thought so, okay.
Celeste forced me to make a choice between yourself and my siblings, and now she means to mock that choice, taunting me. The childish game, the longer the game, the more they suffer.
What riddle is there to solve though? I'm a bit confused as to what the answer would be.
It's just Sabine Annie LaFleur. She's a witch that was shunned from her coven just over a year ago. Never knew why, but I can find out.
Okay, slowly piecing together things that have happened.
You poor thing.
God. Can he even talk, or is he in that much pain?
Don't worry. I'm here to help.
Oh, I'm worried. I'm worried. Oh my God. This is horrendous. Am I watching a horror film? Why would they take it out? Why would they allow him to get his strength back?
So she just quit. I can't really blame her for that, because once you've been shunned, what's the point of going on, you know?
She killed herself?
Yes.
Oh, that's what he meant by she quit. Jesus.
She leapt to her death from the very location Celeste and I had our first kiss.
Poetic, I guess, in a creepy vendetta kind of way.
Has she like killed each of her last bodies in some way to represent her and Elijah's relationship? Because if so, then wow.
Ask Marcel if he knows anything about a name on that list. Bryn Devereaux. Sophie said that it was her family's bloodline that put the curse on the Crescent Wolves, but Celeste said that she was the only one that could break it.
So she's the one who did it.
If I'd known that Celeste had made you choose who to help.
You were going to die in that fire, Haley, along with my brother's child.
Exactly. End of the day, you're dealing with a very, like, compared to 2 original vampires, you're dealing with someone who can very easily die in the form of Haley. So, of course, you'd go and save the weakest one, because even if Klaus and Rebecca are currently going through horrendous things, they are being tortured, they are still probably going to survive. So, I think the choice of saving Haley was definitely the right one.
You're one of them, aren't you? Why show me kindness?
You never did anything to me. And the truth is, seeing you like this, I can't help but pity you.
I think what's going to happen here is Genevieve is going to use the information she has about Rebecca and the fact that Rebecca called Michael to hurt Klaus deeper than that blade ever could.
Klaus Michelson offering a deal to little old me? I should be flattered. But first, we need to have a talk about your sister.
Oh, here we go. Oh, Klaus, get ready for this.
If you mean to harm her...
The protective brother. Shame that loyalty isn't reciprocated.
Oh, no.
I'm just trying to help you, get you to see the truth that's been right in front of you for almost a century.
Is it blood? Because why is it in a thingy like that? Because surely she's just ground something up.
Your sister had an unfortunate run-in with some wolves last night. I imagine you're tasting the venom in her blood. It's the only way I can show you what you need to see.
Jesus Christ. Can Klaus be infected by werewolf venom? Because yeah, he is half vampire, so that side can, but surely the side that makes him a werewolf cancels that out. Thus, that's what makes his blood the cure. You know what I mean? That's what makes his blood the cure for werewolf venom. So what was the point of that?
By showing you her betrayal.
Hey, Klaus!
Oh my Christ! This is truly like a fucking horror! So what, is Genevieve tapping into Rebecca's mind right now and showing Klaus all that Rebecca's thinking about?
Did you ask Genevieve about doing the spell?
When the time is right.
Rebecca, you've been hanging around that witch for weeks waiting for the time to be right.
Well, yeah, you've got to build a bond with her first, Marcel.
If you must know, I feel badly for using her.
Then we'll find another witch, one you don't have to fake a friendship with, unless you changed your mind.
I want to wake up with you in our home, in the bed that we share.
It's an intriguing storyline, the one between Marcel and Rebecca, because on one side you look at it and you say that, well, Klaus not allowing them to be together and Klaus locking Rebecca away for 50 years because of the love that her and Marcel had, he kind of brought it on himself that she would go against him. But on the other side of things, calling Klaus's father the person who tortured him, the person who absolutely hated and wanted to kill him for simply existing, calling him is like a level of betrayal to Klaus that you just cannot come back from. So I do understand both sides of this. It's just fucking frustrating because you sit here and you think, if Klaus had just allowed them to be together, if Klaus had just allowed this relationship to develop, there wouldn't have been any of these issues. And it's just very unfortunate that that's how it all worked out. But yeah, in terms of their relationship, I will say I do like Marcel as a character, but in this, it does come across a little manipulative-y. It does come across like Marcel wants the power in the town and he's using Rebecca, but I know that he has some level of love for her and I'm not doubting that, but I think he is still exerting some manipulation on her to try and convince her to do this because he's very much like looking disappointed at the idea that she might have changed her mind, very much bringing her down, very much being like, but we can finally be together. You know, it feels like he's trying to push her to do it. Time and place, guys. This is disgusting.
Oh. I didn't know anyone was in here. I'm so sorry.
Genevieve! Genevieve, wait!
Oh god, she's fully hallucinating. I wonder if her genuine regret and remorse will influence Genevieve.
You poor thing. After 1,000 years, dishonesty from your family has come to be expected. I wish that was the sum total of their treachery. Unfortunately, it's not.
Here we go. We're gonna get the reveal. I'm waiting.
You're in the records room at City Hall. We're told the former mayor kept a detailed record of the supernatural community. A ledger of names of witches, werewolves, and vampires, specifically their death records.
Okay. Wait.
Love these using the light as a way to keep them back.
They're at the sacristy of St. Anne's Church.
It wasn't so difficult now, was it?
Are you still gonna kill him? I'm scared. I don't know what state Elijah's in. When his family's in danger, he tends to get a little more violent.
Why make me relive the past? We both know how it ends.
But I thought your brother might like to hear our story. So I linked your mind to his. You're gonna show him everything.
God, her biggest fucking regret and secret. It's like I do feel bad for Rebecca and I completely understand the reason that she did it and the reason she went behind Klaus's back, but it's a tough one because you did betray him on a level that you never should.
What do you think Klaus is gonna do when he finds out that you left him to suffer while you saved Haley and her wolf friends?
Well, let's avoid discussing matters that are not your concern, shall we, Marcellus?
Wow.
We were right. Every name upon my flesh signifies a witch who died by her own hand. All but one.
Clara Summerlin. If she didn't offer herself, then how'd she die?
Influenza. Epidemic of 1919.
So is that the one who was with Rebecca and Genevieve? The one who Rebecca invited to somewhere as well?
I suppose we have our answer. Only I have no idea what it means.
It's probably going to be the hospital. Influenza. But why is Celeste taunting Elijah? Why is she giving him the location of her family? Of his family? You know what I mean?
You see, the burden of your condemnation had become too great. And as a result, your deepest fear came to pass. That their love for each other would overshadow their love for you.
Is that the whole reason behind Klaus not wanting them together? Because they were two close people in his life and he didn't want them to love each other more than they love him? Are you fucking kidding me? Is that the whole reason behind him not being for their relationship? If that's so, then that is absolutely disgusting. That is selfish on a level I've never seen before. Wow. Oh, Rebecca. It's gonna happen, my darling. We're not ending this episode without having Klaus find out.
Okay, next round's on me.
Clara Summerlin, no! I'll be
So that's her. Yeah, I thought so. Clara Summerlin. Funny that she had this connection with the original family. Like, the fact that Celeste continued her relations with all of them, but like on the down low because she was part of the witch community without ever revealing that it was Celeste. That is so crazy. Why would she not tell Elijah though? Why would she not, the first person that she transferred into, why would she not go to Elijah, the love of her life? Do you know what I mean? Why would she have hid all of these years while they've still been around. Maybe because she thought that Klaus would find out and kill her again. Yeah, I'm once again asking, why is Celeste taunting Elijah? What information is she trying to give him? Is it literally just the location? But if it's the location, then why?
Not just you, your whole family is so elegant. If I had to go for one Michelson boy.
Intriguing.
Genevieve, who would have thought a saintly little witch like you would go for the bad boys?
So is this what's influencing her now? Is this why she's being so loving to Klaus? Because she had a crush on him?
Martini, please.
Please,
Ooh, an old interaction.
keep it. It's yours.
Ever the gentleman.
If you like bad boys, you'd love my brother Cole.
And where is this mystery brother of yours?
It's complicated.
Currently in a coffin.
We've had our ups and downs, family feuds.
It is funny because I forget about Colin Finn a lot of the time, to be honest, because whenever in my brain, if I ever think about the original family, I see Rebecca, Elijah, and Klaus. I always think of 3. And then she says something like this, and I'm like, oh yeah, they have 2 other brothers. And then we've also got their mum and dad. Like, you forget those things.
I was hoping that maybe you could help me contact them.
You want me to find your brother Cole?
Actually, I'd like you to find Michael, our father.
Enough of your lies!
They're not lies, my boy. Oh, God.
My family and I have done some terrible things to each other over the years. But Rebecca would not call my father, no matter how angry she was.
It's sweet of you to believe that.
Not only is it sweet of him to believe that, but it's also funny that he does not see how deeply it affected Rebecca and Marcel not being able to be together. He did not realize how deep their love went, even if he was condemning it, even if he didn't want them to be together. Their love was real and it was there. And him actively stopping them and locking her away so she couldn't be with Marcel, it brought this about, Klaus. Like, I'm not fully blaming him. I am blaming him for the actions because he shouldn't have stopped them. He shouldn't have stopped them from loving each other. What? Because he was scared that they wouldn't love him? That's no reason. That comes from your own insecurities. You shouldn't put that on other people. But part of this is also Rebecca. Rebecca should not have done that. And it backfired anyway, because it ended up that Rebecca had to leave anyway. So all in all, even though Klaus caused this, Rebecca should not have gone to those lengths.
You were right about the Devereaux witch.
Find anything about Clara, the mystery witch?
Not much. She was a nurse at the Fleur-de-Lis sanatorium.
Boom. Sanatorium.
Do I need to remind you that Niklaus and Rebecca are somewhere suffering horribly? If you know something, talk.
Sanatorium. That's where you'll find him.
You sure? How do you know?
I just know.
How do you know?
Maybe that's the location that they did the spell. Maybe that's the location that Genevieve was with Marcel and Rebecca when she called Rebecca's father. And that's what caused all of this. So Marcel's put the 2 and 2 together and been like, okay.
We did something, Rebecca and I. I think the witches are trying to use it against her. Something you're not gonna like.
Careful, Marcel. He could kill you. It wasn't just Klaus that got run out of that city. They all did. No, okay. So they did it here. Ah, so they sent that to him as a message.
My father's blade. It went missing when I was a boy. Rebecca was so kind to me in the weeks after the beating. I should have known she was the culprit.
Wow. That was so cool. That was so cool. Oh, God.
Rebecca.
If he locks them in coffins for simply, like, betraying him on a tiny level, what is he going to do to her now?
Do you know, I even blamed myself for a time, Marcellus.
Elijah.
All we ever wanted was to be together, but as long as Klaus was around, that was never gonna happen. Guess you wouldn't know anything about that, huh?
Wow. I was going to say, Elijah, I'm sorry, my boy. I do really love you, and you're one of my favorite characters, if not my favorite character in the originals. But you need to stop giving Klaus a free pass on everything. He was wrong in keeping Rebecca and Marcel apart. He was wrong in stopping your love. He literally went and killed your lover because he didn't like the fact that you had someone that you loved. Like, you need to stop acting like Klaus hasn't done anything wrong. Or even if you accept he's done wrong, you don't hold it against him at all, which is wrong.
When Niklaus learns the truth, there will be no end to his rage. I will not let my sister suffer that wrath.
Nice. I'm glad that he thought about Rebecca in that.
I need to
scenario.
All these names I've had over the years, and I still prefer the first. Perhaps it was the way it sounded on Elijah's lips, like a declaration of love. Oh, he was a good liar. All of you are.
He was a good liar. Interesting.
Your betrayal will ultimately pit brother against brother, and the fabled Michelson bond will crumble.
So that was your
did.
whole plan. Her whole plan was to simply break the bonds between the Michelson family. But why? Just out of revenge? Is there no other part to this plan, or is it simply to turn them against each other? But intriguing that she said, you already did. Was Rebecca somehow responsible for that person who didn't kill herself's death?
I'll kill you, bitch.
You already did. Well, at the time I wore a different face.
So she did kill her. How? How did she infect her with influenza?
Call it off. Are you mad?
I was wrong. It was stupid and impulsive, and it will ruin us. Genevieve.
So she went
just Klaus,
back
what
on
did I
it,
do?
okay. But Rebecca, you can't go back on that. Like, if it's as I'm thinking and that newspaper article was sent to Michael, there's nothing you can do. Once he's seen that, it's done.
If Klaus finds out what we have done, what you have done.
It doesn't work that way. There is no undoing it. Michael is coming. The only hope now is tell Klaus the truth.
And that's why Rebecca killed her, okay.
This whole time, our friendship, all you wanted was a favor, and now you want to take it back. And I will not suffer because I was foolish enough to trust you.
It was a mistake, but that one mistake will destroy us.
Genevieve, this is an original vampire. Careful.
I'm so sorry, Genevieve. Is everything all right?
Oh, shit.
So you infected me too. Compelled the orderlies to keep us in quarantine until we died.
Oh, I was literally wondering. I was like, yeah, you can infect them, but it's going to take a bit till it takes full effect. So surely they would still be able to tell, but you compelled the orderlies to keep them in isolation. Rebecca, that is so fucked up.
Fortunately, I just took another body. Genevieve wasn't so lucky.
God, in that sense, like, I know we want the Harvest Girls back and all that, but in that sense, I feel so bad for Genevieve to the point where I'm kind of okay with leaving Genevieve alive. Like, fucking hell, Rebecca.
You needed to see it. And now that you have, you can take your revenge. Go ahead. You'll need your strength for what comes next.
Is she saying drink to the point of killing me? Like, is this her sacrificing herself? Oh, okay. That's why she took it out. Use it on Rebecca. I don't think he will. Here we go. Rebecca! I meant use it on Genevieve, by the way. I do think he would have it in him to use it on Rebecca. Unless Elijah can get there first.
We should divide the building. I'll start at one and you at the other.
Oh god, if he finds Marcel. Rebecca, keep running, hun.
It isn't true.
I want to believe you, sister. Your face tells a different story.
Yeah, unfortunately, my darling.
You cannot hide from me, Rebecca! This ends now.
Oh, Sabine. Or Celeste. Haley!
Hey there, witch bitch.
Oh my god! Let's fucking go! Oh, I love you.
Are we skipping the part where you beg for mercy? Because I was really looking forward to that.
I know better than to think it would do me any good.
Nice.
What would your father think of you now?
Oh. Elijah, come on, my boy. I'm not gonna lie though, I'm pretty sure Marcel is gonna find them before Elijah does, and I don't know what Klaus is gonna do to Marcel, because he can torment Rebecca, he can torture her, but Marcel is just a normal vampire. He could very easily kill him. Yep.
Just the man I wanted to see. Rebecca's punishment won't be complete until she watches you die.
Thought so.
If you're gonna hurt anyone, it should be me.
Such
That's what he's
loyalty to your
doing, my
beloved.
darling. He's hurting you by hurting him.
If you had offered me even a fraction of the same, I wouldn't have to do this.
I mean, Klaus, if you had deserved even a fraction of the same loyalty, then she would have given it to you. But you didn't deserve it because of the way you treat her and the way you treat your siblings and the way that you hold them back from experiencing love with anyone else because you're so fucking insecure within yourself that you cannot handle the idea of someone in their life being more important to them than you are. And that is disgusting. Elijah? Nice. Oh, Elijah. I suppose it is the only way to get him to stop.
Go. Both of you run as far and as fast as you can. Run!
Fair play to Elijah, though. That had to happen. There would be no other way that Elijah would be able to hold Klaus back. Fuck. What a sore note to end the episode on. Yikes. So yes, there we have season 1, episode 14 of the originals. And that was a fantastic episode. Ever since we found out about Rebecca's treachery and finding out that she was the one who called Michael, I've been waiting for the moment that Klaus is going to find out, because no matter how much Klaus does to them, he cannot handle betrayal the other way around. He cannot handle them betraying him. And the fact that when they do even the smallest infractions against him, for instance, Rebecca being with Marcel, they literally started a little relationship together and he locked her away for 50 years. That's fucking ridiculous. So as soon as I found out that she had committed this level of betrayal, I knew he would not back down. And I feel so bad for Elijah, because Elijah would not have wanted to do that to Klaus. He loves his brother. He doesn't want to hurt his relationship with his brother, but he also loves his sister, and he does not want his brother to take this revenge on her. So the only thing he could do in that moment was to stop Klaus, and the only way to stop Klaus that we have right now is that dagger. Where we go from here, I don't know. What Elijah's going to do with Klaus, I don't know. Is he just going to keep him dagger for like a day, let Rebecca and Marcel get as far away as they can, and then undagger him? That could be a solution. I don't think Elijah is going to leave his brother in this state, because it's like living in a little hell, he said. It's like living in a world of torment. So Elijah, in his right mind, is not going to want to leave his brother like that. So I think he's going to leave him locked up for a bit, then undagger him and allow him to be free. Hopefully Rebecca and Marcel could get away. But in terms of what that means for the show, I don't think we're losing Rebecca and Marcel. I don't think they're going to just vanish from the show. So I wonder where we're going to go from here. If they do, I'll be really disappointed, because Rebecca is one of my favorite characters and I wouldn't want to see her go. But yeah, we're not left in a very healthy spot for the original family, thanks to Celeste. And then speaking of Celeste, it's fucking Haley coming in, guns blazing, whacking her around the head. So I understand now that Celeste was the one who put the curse on the Crescent Wolfpack. What did Celeste have to gain from that, though? Because surely Celeste wouldn't have done it if she didn't have something to gain. So I wonder what she has against the Wolfpack. But not just that, how is Haley going to get her to reverse it? Like, it's all well and good knocking her out, but as soon as she's up, unless you have a way to stop her magic, she will fuck you up, Haley. So you got to be really careful with this. And then speaking of all that, where is Bastiana? What is Monique doing? Like, is there some other plot going on in the background that we don't know about? Because we know that Bastiana's going to want to get her revenge as well. And she got it on Father Kieran, but she still has revenge on Marcel, the vampires. Like, she's not going to be happy. So I wonder if she's got something brewing in the background as well. But yeah, with all that said, that was another fantastic episode of the originals, and I'm very excited to see where we go from here. But for now, thank you very much for watching. I've left a link down below to my Patreon. We'll be able to find the early and uncut reactions to the originals and all the other shows that I do. Also left a link to my Twitch, my Discord, and my socials, so be sure to follow them if you are interested. And yes, thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.